All right. Welcome back to our series on building a trap attack castle. In the last one, we went through a bunch of these hero stages. All of this stuff's going to help us out in the long run. So if you have stamina, you might as well knock it out and use it. It's going to help build your heroes, which is going to make your army stronger. The research that we're doing is going to help build up your military power in a big way, especially on that offense. Like I mentioned, as we get this higher and higher as we go, we're going to really start to jump up our power and the damage that we do to people when they decide to attack us, or vice versa when we decide to attack them. And so today, I wanted to use a little bit of that army power that we had and go ahead and take some of these tier 2 troops that we've now built. I want to have some reptilian riders in there just to round us out, so I'm going to speed these guys up. And then I'm just going to build whoever I have less of out of these three. I'm never going to focus on those guys. And we'll just build up what we can at the moment. Now, we have... I'm going to continue to look at these hell events. And again, I want those speed ups and everything like that. But more, I'm looking for a little something different. So I'm not always going to speed up that way. But I might do some boosts just to get things moving. In the near future, I like to wait for these to be more, several more hundreds, but I've got a couple hundred of one and above 100 of a couple others, so we'll start opening videos or opening those packs so that we can move things along video wise for you guys, because I know that you're going to be opening your own. Now, it's not letting me click here for some reason, so I was going to do that. So some things are just suddenly off limits from clicking. Is it like only on that half of the board? How funny. I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. So we're going to scout this just so we can talk through. In this particular skirmish, we're going to be looking at more T2 for sure. We got the range and the cavalry and the infantry. We have only 150 on the cavalry, so the least damage that's going to be done to us in that circle of events is to the infantry. So infantry is going to do the most damage to range. Range is going to do the most infantry to cavalry, and cavalry to infantry. In this case, there's fewer cavalry, so I'd focus on my infantry, who should dispose of the cavalry reasonably quickly and then move on to match the other infantry supposedly, but I have better stats than they do through my research and through my gear, and then that should defeat them, and then they're going to absolutely obliterate the range. But I anticipate that this is going to take me a couple battles. Now, when I attack, also, I'm just going to send everybody because I don't have enough to disparage. But let's say I had 100,000 of each troop type, I might send in all 32,960 range that are available to me in this particular battle that I would be able to send. So that's just how I want you to start thinking about it. Now, in this battle, I could pause at any time, and I can leave the battle, and it'll act as if the battle occurred anyway. That's basically what's going to happen to me here. Ooh, I don't have any siege, so these guys are going to struggle to take down that wall, which is going to drop my morale like crazy. So let's go ahead and exit the battle just like I mentioned here. We're going to leave. It'll finish out the battle, and I actually did not finish the wall off. So I've said not to build siege. I guess here in the beginning it might be beneficial to build a few catapults. So let's see if this helps us out. We're going to waste a few. Oops. Let's go in here, speed up, auto use. But we're going to use only a few of these. But let's see how it affects the battle. Normally you would have probably more troops trained up than what I have, but I was avoiding the cost of food. Up until now, we should start be going, yep, there you go. We're in the negatives. Upkeep per hour is greater than the resources produced. So you see that flash red up here? That's going to start happening to us. So let's go ahead and pour gas on that fire and just kind of train a few troops here. Speed them all up. We'll get a little above 1,000 of each. And that way it's not totally draining us, because it still matters. We don't want to go crazy. We don't even want to go up to the full 39,000 that we're able to yet, because that is going to be all at once, and it's going to be much cheaper than it is now. That's what the important thing is. That's why I'm waiting. Robert, I hate waiting. This is so boring. I actually agree 100%, but you know what? I have a lot of speed ups right now and more packs that I keep buying, and my cost is going to go way down. I'm not going to keep killing troops and throwing them uselessly at things. I am going to trap more people as a result, and you know, there's a number of other reasons why you might consider. But now I'm above 1,000 of each, and I don't know what I'm training there. I assume reptilians, but let's go right back into this. Did we heal everybody? No. Let's go ahead and heal everybody that did get injured. Boom. And since they're T1s that mainly got injured, then this is going to go. Oh, now let's also talk here. Okay. If you really want to start being impactful in your battles, let's go ahead and do this. I've got one free reset. And what I would do is I would go unlock here. I'm not sure how far I'm going to get, so let's see. 54, let's see if I can get up to the top tiers. And I'm going to focus more on my infantry, so when I get to maybe infantry offense 2, if I upgrade that, I get 20 there. Let's see. Infantry offense 3, boom. Okay. So let's see what a difference this right here makes in the battle. And do we have any other gear that we could switch out of or to? I don't think I do. So I'm just going to go ahead and move forward. Now, using a few more troops, we didn't spend a bunch of money. We didn't go crazy. We didn't spend a bunch of our speed ups. Unfortunately, it wasn't during a hell event that was beneficial, because I happened to be during this recording. But all of a sudden, those siege are really helping bring down that wall. They do make a big impact. So if you have a big wall that you're facing, you can toss a few siege in there, and it's going to make it worth it. And we're going to win this battle. Their morale is going to hit 0 before ours, but we're definitely not going to take all of their troops out. Unless things start going really fast. Got to be faster than the percent here, and it's not. So we'll come back, we'll do one more battle, and we'll finish them off. I'll go heal everybody, and then we'll come in, we'll pause, we'll leave, and that will be it for this particular skirmish and this particular video. But you can see what a big difference that was. If I had not done these talent points, let's see what that did. It brought my infantry offense up another 12.6%, and then for each one of these things that I crossed, it brought my cavalry attack up, infantry offense, ranged offense. It brought each one of these up at least a little bit here. And now if I was to continue to level up, if I wanted to go really crazy here, I've got all my player boosts on, and I'm pretty much maxed as I can be. So this is a good time to also kind of throw out there, like, if you want to take a moment to boost, just sit here and collect these, and you'll just keep leveling up. And then when you're done leveling up, I'm only going to do it twice. And these are going to get bigger and bigger. And as you get toward the end, it's like leveling you up like crazy. Or at least that's how it used to be. Boom. Okay, so let's just stop at level 24. And then go in here. And it gave me a couple more. So if I upgrade, we'll go from 12.6%, 13.65, and on, all the way up to 21.6%. And now, when I go in here and I make this attack, let's make sure we heal first. That's kind of important. We don't want to have too many in here at any given time. Otherwise, it'll send them to the priestess. So if these are full, if you're over your max, then it'll send it down here to this sanctuary. And we don't want that. It takes a lot longer for them to heal up, and it's nice that they get caught down there rather than just dying like they used to back in the day, but it's definitely not what we want. And so let's go here and finish the job. This should go even quicker and even better. A little help there. Attack. And I really don't even have to watch this. I should just pause and leave, but I kind of want to watch my victory here. So, if you do have any questions, obviously, as always, hit me up in those comments. I appreciate you guys stopping by for this video. And this should go relatively quickly. Perfect. So we're going to dominate this area, and when we free up the land, we're just going to build more mainers on top of that. And remember, we're only going to go up to the maximum that we can for free as far as leveling them up. And then we're going to focus back on our initial mainer that we ever start in this game, and we're going to build that up to the absolute maximum that we can every single time, only until we get our castle up to level 25. And then we can start discussing and focusing on other things. I will show you for 2 seconds here before we call it quits, because this just opened. The mainers, something to look at the information button on these, and you increase trading speed, you get more gold. Gold production per hour and max storage the more you level up. But also, if you max out to level 25, you get an additional 2% army attack. And each one of these types of buildings that you can build in those spots is going to give you something. So that's something that you can take a look at and see what sounds the best to you, because maybe your strategy is ever so slightly different than my strategy, and you use pieces of mine, you use pieces of yours to get where you want to be. And that's the beauty of this game, is it's individual. Even if you're copying me as close to the letter as you can, you're still going to have a different experience than I am. So enjoy it. I will catch you guys next time. See ya.